Welcome. Today we'll be talking about GridLock OverRide, a game I'm currently developing. So let's get right to it. So on load up, you'll see that we're in the first state of the game, level 1. This is generated by the mediator class in the void setup method. This will generate the map, which is randomly generates the elements inside of it, the ship, the level text, and the shark bot. After that, the void draw method will handle the updating of all of the elements inside, such as movement and collision detection. So let's see right here. So as you can see, the ship moves around and is controlled by the WSAD keys. This is handled inside of the ship class and controls movement in all 6 directions, forward, back, left, right, and diagonally. Collision detection is handled by the map class right here and is controlled by taking data from the repository, which is updated by the ship location, the ship XY vectors, and the box vectors, or the cell vectors that the island consists of, and finds if there's intersection between those and handles it accordingly. So let's try to find the portal real quick. The objective of this game is to find the portal and enter into the next game state. That blip you just saw a moment ago is the shark bot, and we'll talk about that shortly. So let's see if we can find this portal real quick. Now the portal generates by pulling data from the repository and looking for spaces where the map is not generated, and then it randomly allocates itself accordingly. So here's the portal. Now we'll enter into the second game state, which is level 2. So let's talk about the code real quick. So the game states are handled by triggered by incidences where the map is in the same location as the portal, or the ship is in the same location as the portal, or the shark bot is in the same location as the ship entering into the lose screen state. So talking about the shark bot here, this is a strategy design pattern. And the strategy here is the shark moves in a random location on each frame update, and then on average moves in a trajectory in the direction of the portal, so that there will inevitably be an interaction between the ship and the shark bot. Once the ship is in proximity of the shark bot, the shark will enter into an orbital pattern, slowly collapsing onto the ship and then eventually attacking it. And then there is a lock-on sequence where the ship can try to escape, but it is very difficult. And so, so moving on to the states, basically. So there are, this is a state type architecture with 7 levels until you win. And as I said before, they are triggered by finding the portal. And then there is a repository, which is handled by the ship location p vector. So the ship location p vector is the updating location of the ship, and then there is the box lock p vector, which is updated inside of the map class. And these are added to the repository and then handled by the mediator class, so that you can know the location of the ship and you can know the location of the boxes, so that collision detection can occur. Later on, during later implementation, there's going to be bullets that are going to have their own collision detection methods for handling when a ship fires at another ship, so that you know when a ship is destroyed or loses hit points. That pretty much concludes the entirety of my presentation. Thank you very much.